Somebody asked me about terms that are being used, being popularized. Specifically, racist, transphobic, homophobic, buzzwords. I think as a species, language is a very, very important thing because it's what binds people together. It's the only thing we have that ties us. We can all accomplish shit through language, and words have an incredibly powerful essence over life, I guess. They control, they're very important. A word and its definition and the things that it carries with that word and the history behind it and all that shit can be shattering. It's a big thing, yeah. Unfortunately, the latest craze of my feelings in PC culture have raped those words and have destroyed any and all significance that they once had. There was a time in human history when calling somebody a racist was the most damning thing you could do. That person would lose their career. That person would lose their family, all of their money, their house. They would lose everything if they were proven to be a racist. And that's a fucking crazy thing for one word to do to somebody. Now I get called a racist because I disagree on which kind of Kool-Aid is best. Because the argument I was having was with a black person. Or I can get called a racist for anything. And so can anybody else. The word means nothing anymore. And when people come at me like, yeah, Brandon, you're a racist. Okay. You're homophobic. Okay. You're Islamophobic. Okay. I don't care. Because those words don't mean anything anymore. And they used to. They really did. The only ones I would say didn't have any punch are the phobic words. Particularly trans and homophobic. Nobody in the fucking world, maybe, I'll get into that, is like, yeah, oh no, the gay man, buh, no, I'm scared. No one's scared. No one's scared. Nobody's fucking scared, dude. Like, that's, get a new word, because that's not right. Phobia is a fucking major fear. Something that makes you curl up on the floor and die because you're so goddamn terrified. And you're going to use a homophobic? Yeah, okay, yeah. Like you're walking down the street with your boyfriend holding hands and like there's this old Christian couple that just curls up on the floor like... Yeah, no, it's not happening, dude. The same thing with transphobic. I don't believe anybody's afraid. Like, oh... Does that man have a pussy? No! Yeah, no, it's not happening, dude. Nobody's going to their basement and hiding with a bunch of rations and MREs and rifles because there's a guy walking around with a dress on. It's not... Find a new word, because it doesn't mean anything. I don't think any of the phobic or ist words, prefixed ist words mean anything. It's misogynistic. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore because I can get called a misogynist for saying that a lady's haircut doesn't look good. And they're like, yeah, you're a misogynist. You hate women because you don't like my hair. Duh. It doesn't mean anything. Those words don't fucking mean anything. And racist fell to the same fate. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It just doesn't. Like, people get called racist these days for fucking anything. If a white person's hair is in a style that black people don't like, that person hates black people. What? Pretty sure that's not how that works. I'm actually fairly certain that's not how that works. Yeah, no, I don't believe those words hold any punch or any power anymore because they've been driven into the concrete and pounded into a fine powder. They hold no power over anything anymore. The racist, misogynist, homophobic, transphobic, anyphobic, ist, any of them don't mean anything. I would say misandrist holds a tiny bit of power because used such a significantly less degree, at least in the circles I'm in. I've never seen it used too often. But yeah, that's not to say that racism doesn't exist, because yeah, it does. There's still people out there that hate black people. There's still people out there. Nope. Okay, maybe. If you go down to the most backwater swamp, like those African tribes that haven't met another human person. They've never seen a white person. They've never seen a building, and they have no fucking idea what a constellation is, right? Because they've been stuck in this jungle for like millennia. If you find the equivalent of that in a Louisiana swamp with a bunch of white people that have just been inbreeding inside of their own family for the last 1,000 years, maybe if you go up there and say, I'm a man and I like penises, they'll quiver and hide in their little hut. Like, oh, no, please, no. Okay. But outside of that, no one's scared of fucking gays. Nobody's scared of it. But I would say people hate gays. I would say people hate trans people. And I don't think... I'm trying to find a way to word this. Again, I don't script any of this shit. I don't edit it, so I have to find a way to say it properly. Normally I don't have a problem doing this. I would say that the hatred of gay people comes from at least a logical place, because they've been really fucking obnoxious. Like, these are people that are just, and I don't care if you disagree with me on this, I don't care what you do or what you say, it's become a trend. And it's happened before. I remember back in middle school, bisexuality was like, everybody's bi, I'm bi, I kissed a boy, I'm bi, it's like, no, you're fucking not, okay? No, you're not, and it's become a new trend, it's a new hot topic, it's a new thing, and that's fine, because culture's been doing that for a long time. Back in the 90s, being black was cool. And there was a weird time where, like, everything was Australian. I don't know if it was because, like, Steve Irwin or Crocodile Dundee or Kangaroo Jack. Like, a bunch of weird... There was a weird phase where, like, Australia was the cool thing. And that's what happens. Cultures rise in popularity and trends because people get bored of being themselves because they're boring motherfuckers. Right now, gay culture is a popular thing. And you can fucking say, but Brandon, you hate gays all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. It's what happens. It's happened before. It'll happen again. This is not news. Okay? Right now, that's the popular thing. And a lot of people... Another popular thing, it's a very dangerous mix here, is PC culture. Because everybody that thinks that it's okay to, I don't know, reassign the gender of their 7-year-old, or calling anybody that says, please don't chop your 7-year-old's dick off. I wouldn't do that. They're saying, you just hate gays, don't you? You hate transphobic. You're just a transphobic man. You hate anything different. And it's like, what they're doing is they're ignoring all criticism. Any gay... Any popularist, okay? Popular? Fuck the words. I don't give a shit. Not even the majority of gays or trans people. It's the vocal minority, the very fucking loud people inside of those groups that are making these terms popular. Like, I've met tons of gay people, and I've known lots of gay people throughout my life, and for years I had no idea they were gay. No fucking clue, because they weren't in the closet cowering. They just acted like normal fucking people. They just had a boyfriend. They weren't forcing it in other people's faces. They weren't going to fucking parades wearing boy toy leather gear with a dildo on their forehead saying, accept me, respect my lifestyle. Like, they were just normal people. They had a house, they went to work, they came home, they watched fucking Bonkers on Cartoon Network or whatever the fuck, or Disney XD, whatever, who gives a shit. They were just normal fucking people. They just were gay. And I grew up with gay people like that. So I never really had anything against gay people until it became a trend and they started shouting at me, like, you just have straight privilege. Bleh. Oh, I don't. Okay, the only reason people treat you different because of your sexuality is because you make them. Nobody on earth would treat you different if you just shut the fuck up. Think about it. Think about it. Really think about it. If you didn't make it, this private information that you have about your life that nobody asked about and nobody's curious about, nobody wants to know, and you fucking wear a sandwich board every day displaying this private information to everybody all goddamn day, forcing it into everybody's fucking face, nobody would treat you different. Nobody would... You'd just be a normal person if you didn't do that incredibly annoying fucking thing. You would just be a normal dude. But because you decided that what you do with your personal life should be public information for everybody to know, and you have decided that your life is so fucking important that you have to force this information on everybody, that you demand their respect because you like sucking dick. They hate you for it. Not because you like sucking dick or because you like eating that carpet. They hate you because you're shoving private information, what you do with your private life behind closed doors. That's why they hate you. Nobody wants to hear it. I certainly don't. I don't want to meet somebody for the first time and they shake my hand and say like, oh, by the way, I'm gay. I didn't fucking ask. I did not ask. And before, I didn't want to be your friend because I don't want any new friends. Now I want you dead because you're fucking... I hate people that do that. That decide that they're so self-important. Their head is shoved so far up their ass. They think they're so fucking royal that they need to tell people that. Like, I don't care, dude. I was going to treat you just like a normal person. We're going to have a pleasant conversation. I was going to go home and forget your name. Simple as that. But no, you decided to make your sexuality your personality. And that's not how it works. It just isn't. Imagine this, okay? This is one of my favorite metaphors, and I love this one. Okay, so you just did a job interview, right? It's your first day of work. Congratulations. Welcome to the company. I'm your cubicle mate, okay? I'm the guy that you're going to be sitting with every day. So you walk into your cubicle, you set down your bag, you sit at your computer, you tune around, and there's me. What's up, dude? Hey, man, how's it going today? First day, huh? Yeah, I know it can be rough. I really do. I remember my first day. But hey, listen. I like the way I like your style. I want to be friends with you. So here's a little bit about me. So sometimes at lunch, I like to play my radio. If it's a little too loud, just tell me to turn it down. You know, I'll do it. No problem. My headphones broke, you know. So on lunch, sometimes I like to go outside for a cigar. You're welcome to join me. I've got plenty in my car. Just don't tell my wife. Also, I like to fuck my wife doggy style. My name's Brandon. See how stupid that sounds? See how fucking dumb that is? Because it's not part of your life. What you do isn't important to anybody else. It should be private. And I totally advocate bullying. I don't care if a person's fat, stupid, or they got horrible acne. I don't care. Bully them. But the people that are getting bullied, it's your own... You're giving them reason. Like, you are making them bully you. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Like... Anybody that spreads that kind of information, private information about their private lives, about what they do with other people behind closed doors, you are asking people to harass you. And it doesn't matter what that information is. If it's your collection of bad dragon dildos, if it's you're gay or you're trans or you're going through gene recession therapy or just normal therapy, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be the smallest fucking thing. Even if you're on a diet, people are going to be like, yeah, she needs it, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's private information. Keep it fucking private. That's why people don't like gay people. At least in my experience. I've never met somebody that is like, gays? No, I hate all of them. I hate all gays because they're gay and that's it. I've never met anybody like that. The same thing goes for trans people. If you just kept that information private, I'm sure, and you didn't ask for special rights, I'm sure nobody would care. I'm sure nobody would care. It would be fine. Nobody'd give a shit. I went way off the fucking rails. I can't even remember what I started talking about. Words? No. Find new words. None of them mean anything anymore. I have leftist friends and I love them dearly. They call me all sorts of ists and phobes and a variety of other buzzwords that have just been done to fucking death. And no, they don't mean shit. They don't affect me because I know I don't hate black people. I don't hate gay people. I don't hate trans people. In fact, I have... Well, yeah, here's the old excuse, right? I've got black friends. I got trans friends. I got gay friends. Well, I do, but I just... And the only reason I know that they're trans or that they're gay is after like 5 years of friendship, they told me. I was just like... It was after I knew them for years. I also didn't know the black friend I had was black. That was a shock.